Well, this game has been a blast from my past. And it's been a while since anyone's made a game quite like this, based on the same IP. And it looks like it doesn't play so well with OBS like WoW does, so it has an even longer delay. Let me know if there's some problems with streaming, like stuttering or hesitation or buffering, because I don't know what's going on with that. I've never streamed this game before, and so I guess we'll see. So I'll start with a new game, because I've been cheating rather extensively. But I don't want to stream a game I'm cheating. Actually, first off, I'm going to turn the volume down of the music, so that you can hear me over it without me having to shout. Okay. Save. Right, so let's see. Yes, I've also found that the load times are rather long for this game. So you have to forgive the occasional blank screen while I wait and twiddle my thumbs. And once again, I guess the cutscenes are louder than...
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
So, the first thing they get you to do is to make your character. Welcome to the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimwood Periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of more densely colonized inner sphere. It is a home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Erugian coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. So, decades ago your family came to the Reach from, and you get to choose from a variety of different options here. You've got the Draconis Combine, which is ruled by House Kurita. It's in one of the Inner Sphere nations. The first 5 are from the Inner Sphere. Draconis Combine, think sort of a feudalistic type Japan style empire, I suppose. But just because it's got that style doesn't mean that everyone who comes there is from there is sort of Japanesey. You've got to expect that humanity's kind of spread out amongst the stars, and no particular race has colonised any particular part of space. Then you have the Free Worlds League, which is ruled by House Marik. It's theoretically the most democratic, as it says, of the successor states, which makes up these 5 are the successor states which rule the Inner Sphere. They're the successor states because they're successors to the Star League, and they all claim the right to be the first Lord of the Star League, even though the Star League's not in existence anymore. So yes, so the Free Worlds League is kind of Arabic, Middle Eastern, although reading a bit of their history and stuff, they do seem to be more like a non-US democracy of some description. Then we've got the United States of... the Federated Suns. They're pretty much the United States of America of the BattleTech background. And I think I just made Neil laugh. Because it's true. They're pretty much the United States of the thing. They're generally depicted as the heroes. They're ruled by House Davian, and the current ruler, I believe, is Hans Davian, because I think it's set before the clan invasion and before all of the mess with the Federated Commonwealth, which I'll talk about probably another time if I stream this again. You could choose to come from the Lyran Commonwealth, which is ruled by House Steiner. It's kind of Germany, European mostly, although I think German, because they have a reputation for being the best engineers of the Inner Sphere. And I did say that I was going to talk about the Federated Commonwealth in another video, but I think it's worth mentioning here. Eventually, Hans Davian marries Melissa Steiner, who's the daughter of Katrina Steiner, and they merged their two areas of space into one nation called the Federated Commonwealth, and a whole lot of shit went down after that. As you can probably imagine, the other successor states were not really happy with this, and so it caused lots of problems and war and what have you. But at this point in time, the Federated Suns and the Lyran Commonwealth are still separated. So yes. Then you have the Capellan Confederation, which is ruled by House Liao. It's Chinese. Chinesey type of nation. So it's not quite the honor-bound samurai type culture of Kurita, but it's still pretty stereotypically Asian, to put it in inverted commas, remembering that this was all created back in a time when we were a little bit less aware of problems. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there'd be significant buffering issues. I've seen it do it a few times, so I don't know how well or what's causing the problems, so I'll have to look into it for next time. Then you have these 4 down here, which are all parts of the Rimwood periphery, which is sort of a periphery of space around the successor states. If I'm looking at a map and I'm saying north, south, east, west, Steiner being north, Davian, Liao and Kurita being south, they're sort of southward on the board, and Marik is to the west. So anyway, it's the southwest portion of space on the border of Liao, Marik and Davian. These are the three. You've got the Magistracy of Canopus, which I don't know too much about. I didn't really know much about the periphery places, but it's a major powers of Rimwood Periphery. Its magistracy is a matriarchal society led by a magistrix, which is an elected position, but generally controlled by House Centrella. They're important to the story. There's a Taurian Concordat, which is kind of a buffer zone between the Eurygian Reach and House Davian, and the Taurian Concordat is often at odds with House Davian, the Federated Sons. Then you've got the Rimwood Periphery, which is just like no man's land. It's just on the edges of this particular area. And then the Deep Periphery is even further out. And if you know anything about BattleTech, you'll know that that's where the clans came from, the Deep Periphery. Because after the fall of the Star League, to read it off, General Alexander Kerensky led the remnants of the Star League Defence Force into the Deep Periphery, disappearing from the Inner Sphere and from recorded history, until they come back as the clans. But there we go. I'm going to choose to come from Davian just because I always seem to choose the Lyran Commonwealth, and this time I want to do something different. So next. You are of noble birth. You get no choice of that. It's probably more a problem with the cutscene, so we'll have to see how the rest of the game goes as far as the buffering goes. Though immigrants to the Eurygian Reach, your family soon established... We obviously moved... They don't actually say it, but it's sort of implicit here that we moved from Federated Sons to the Eurygian Reach. Family soon established a comfortable presence on a small backwater system at the edge of Eurygian space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. It seems that people like being ruled by nobility in this universe. You are the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech, and old Blackjack BJ1, which you'll see in the first mission, but I've changed up one of the files, so in the first contracted mission that we do later on, I'll have an Enforcer, which is a different type of mech. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when, and then you get to choose some traits here, which actually gives you some actual traits. So you're exiled, so you did something and they exiled you, but you stole your family's mech as you left. You struck out on your own, couldn't handle being didn't want to be a pampered noble, and wanted to do something else, so you run away with the Blackjack to find a new life. Or your family's gone bankrupt, and all that you've got left is the mech. Your family died in an accident, and the only thing you have, and which left you with a pile of debts, and the only thing you have left of that is the Blackjack. Your family was betrayed by someone. Once again, with nothing left, you run off with the Blackjack, because you're the sole member. So I'm going to choose family went bankrupt. Okay, out on your own, you fell into the life of a... actually, I should read this. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income and influence slowly dwindle away until there was nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own lives. Oh, wow. With nothing but your family's ancestral Blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. So once out on your own, you fell into the life of Eurygian Coalition soldier, a frontier pirate, Solaris gladiator. Solaris 7 is a world where pretty much the houses really don't hold any sway, and it's just basically like a big Colosseum world where people pit themselves against other people in mechs, and it's pretty cutthroat. It's where a lot of the underworld sort of congregates. There's a very famous bar there called Valhalla, which is where only the champion mech warriors go to drink. In order to be admitted to Valhalla, you have to basically be a champion. An Innisphere mercenary, that's pretty common. There are lots of mercenary companies operating within the Innisphere selling their services to the highest bidder. Some mercenary companies tend to settle in one of the houses, one of the success estates. Others, like the Grave Walkers, offer their services to anybody who'll pay them and will go against former employers. So the mercenaries have a weird code of honour, I guess. A frontier freelancer, which is kind of like a mercenary, except that you're in the Rimwood periphery and not operating as in a group. You're basically on your own. And a merchant guard, which obviously guarding merchants from pirates. I think this time I'm going to choose a frontier freelancer. You roamed the Rimwood periphery as a freelancer, signing on for whatever odd contracts you could find as a mech warrior for hire. It was a solitary life, but as you became more comfortable with the itinerant lifestyle, you found you were able to make a decent living helping the people of the frontier, which gives you an extra point of tactics. Until years later, you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. While running a routine patrol for a local government on the outskirts of the Arugian Reach, you were set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Camilla Arano. And this will be creating the character. Now, rather than choosing a gender, you choose your pronoun. You can be she, they, or he. I'm going to choose a they this time. No, I'll go she. She, they, they. We go they. They makes pretty much all the faces available to you. I think I'll stick with the one that's came up by default. Let's see, random troubleshooter. Yeah, there you go. I'll have that as my call sign. First name, Moses, no. Jose, no. Gillian, no. Harrison. Nope. David, no. Tad, Roy, Ira, Olaf. Is it Cope, Marvin? You'd think that they'd choose the gender neutral names, because there's plenty of them. But okay, Karima. We're gonna be Karima. Okay, Alexa Javik. So, my character background. Decades ago, your family came to the Arugian Reach from the Federated Suns. The day after your 16th birthday, your family went bankrupt and your parents took their own lives. That's really fantastic. Actually, I want to go. Can I go back? I don't want to start over. I just want to go backwards one step. Quit. Menu. Can I? I'll just go through this quickly because I remember all the things that I chose. And you can customize it a little bit, so I want a hairstyle. Let's see what I can do with the hair. Mum will probably want me to go through all of these styles just so she can say, that one, no, that one, no, that one. I think I like that one best. Oh, blue eyes. I like the skin where it is. Don't really care about makeup. I generally don't have it on. I like the scar. Scar's okay. Eyebrows. Yeah, I like that one. Facial hair. I'm not going to give them any facial hair. I mean, I could, but why would I? I mean, do they actually have just stubble? Go without expression. I can change your expression. Their expression. I'm gonna go with that. And you can change the camera angle. And the lighting. And the clothing, which is not really that much of a choice. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's troubleshooter. So, started here, da 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 da. Confirm. And I think we'll get another cutscene. So let's see if this buffers. And I knew what you were going to say because I know you. So here we go, first mission. It's a tutorial. It's actually a big 3-part tutorial, which is annoying because you can't skip it even if you've done it.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, troubleshooter, I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. More importantly though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favour and get that BattleTech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. All standard
I'll come right
stuff.
out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Well, of course there's going to be more to this job than escort duty. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Camilla's safety during her coronation procession. He's paranoid. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
Okay, so just fire our weapons at this test dummy. Pretty loud.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order at least. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there? The one moving through the tree line, which already moved through the tree line a while ago. Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamia's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
No, troubleshooter. She's troubleshooter because she shoots trouble. Oh, they shoot trouble. They
All
shoot trouble.
weapons committed.
So even I have difficulty with pronouns.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
So... now I have to target it again and fire again.
All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. Now I don't know how familiar you are with Arugian politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there near the edge of the lake. Some mechs have jump jets, but this is one of them.
Engaging jump jets.
Whee!
Enemy detected.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Yeah, this was a great excuse to get me to walk into water. It's also foreshadowing something else. Warning, plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. No, that's not. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. No, it can't be a bad thing. It can't be suspicious. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break down on your blackjack before you take it out on the Cormorant Road. Alright. Yes, they can also punch each other. In this case, charge and headbutt.
Engaging pistol attack.
Or kick! Or punch! You know, whatever works. Every other time I've done that, it's headbutted it. But okay. Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push
What?
that
You're going to
engine,
shoot
kid.
me?
If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
There we go. Sprint. It's already selected sprint for me. Oh! Congratulations, troubleshooter. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know you'll be ready. I'm going to be so ready.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
That was Lady Rano.
Full throttle.
Troubleshooter, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Urugian Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Beholds the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow I'll be responsible for the entire Reach. Give my best to your father and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customised monstrosity you pilot. Ha 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 ha! Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my cargo is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle meg. And in the arena, I reign supreme. Ha ha ha! We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I'll see you at the tourney grounds. So Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along the Cormorant Road, as is the Urano tradition. Aye, Kamea, we'll get you there in one piece. Troubleshooter, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
So we continue, and it loads the next bit of the mission. Alt key. While making selected combat to view all possible movement spots near your mouse.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Orana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
It's not paranoia when they're really out to get you. I see more buffering. The game itself doesn't seem to be buffering, but just the cutscenes, really.
Command interface initiated.
I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a BattleTech, the simplicity of it. But there they are, just up ahead, the city gates, and my future, all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? A guard post, one of the small ones that dot the roads leading into the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Aye aye, Captain. Or should I say aye aye?
Aye, aye.
Let's get me moving. Some sort of explosion. Looks recent too. Do you think it was an accident? No chance. You see those scorch marks on the rubble? That's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Camille, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Thank you, Raju. I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Okay.
I'm moving.
I'm on the move.
Having played this before, can you guess what's going to happen when we get to the guards?
I'm moving out.
Copy that.
Confirmed. I'm listening.
Roger.
Hail, Mastiff. Hail, Lady Arano. We were preparing for Lady Arano's coronation parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Cormorant Road. A guard post behind us was attacked, so Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll fall in behind and guard your six. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arano's safety. Now, my lady, if you'll come with us... No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No mech tech would have sent you out for parade duty in that condition. I'm your sovereign, sir, and you will tell me what happened here. Damn it, girl, we don't have time for this. Take them. Kill the old man and mech warrior, but take Lady Arano alive.
Fall back, Camilla. Get behind us.
Paranoia.
You didn't
It's
train
not
me
paranoia.
to power rush. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
Ouch. Alright.
Talk to me. To hell with the weapons.
And he missed. Wonderful.
Damn it all.
So,
I'm losing armor.
yes, I know. Let's just quickly check. I don't want to do that. I do want to move though. Well, that's going to bugger all chance to hit either of them, so I'll just...
Engaging target.
try to take out this small one.
Standing by.
And she's... Can she attack? Yes. Attack one or the other. She's going to split her attack. She's going to attack them both. A target and B target. And she's going to send the LRMs after the further away target. Long range missiles. So she's firing 3 sets of short range missiles and 2 medium lasers at the small mech. Which hopefully will take it out, or at least damage it significantly.
Discharging weapons.
Lost an arm. Left torso was destroyed. And Shadow Hawk has had its structure exposed, which is not bad. Honestly,
Talk to me.
what has Mastiff got? Let's move. Can I?
Fall in behind me.
He's got his back exposed, which I don't like, but he's in a better position. He's only got a 45% chance to hit with the long-range missiles.
Here we go.
So I just eliminated a short-range missile from the
That
Shadow Hawk.
was a critical hit, lad.
The Panther's got a PPC, which is a not a nice weapon to be standing right in front of. Fortunately, it didn't do much damage. Don't know how it didn't do much damage, but it did. So, let's see. But I've got 4 medium lasers, so that should do significant damage from this range.
Engaging
hope.
target.
Gee, will you just fall down? Oh no, this is not what I wanted to see. It's going for my back.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Yep, figured that.
Tell me what you need.
Have we still got... Is she still able to get at both of them? Yes. Right, so... Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to just attack the Panther. Oh no. Okay, so we attack the Panther. And the other guy. We don't necessarily want to fire everything because she's overheating. This is a heat bar to show you how much heat she has. This is the critical point at which the mech starts taking damage, and if you get all the way to the end, it's going to shut down. Because you're riding a... oh no, looks like it's buffering in the fight. This is not a very good game for streaming, I think.
I'm on it.
Good hit.
Wow, she hit rather
Through
heavily.
the armor.
Orders.
Ah, because it's funny, I'm gonna... run around behind it and attack
Moving
it.
out. Damn you for making me do that, son. Damn you.
Static, come here! Static, come here! Can you hear me? Alexander, we were just attacked. The Royal Guard, my own guardsmen, tried to take me prisoner. It's happening here too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosa's house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The Tourney Pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, or whoever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Rotorua Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. I heard Lord Decimus sent his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. You heard him, Mastiff. Rotorua Township. We'll go there, rally our fighters, and march on the southern gate with an army at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander's been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life, and yours. Now take me to the armory. As you command, my lady.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning.
You guys still with me?
Follow me. Keep close and remember your training. Things are likely to get ugly between here and there. You've got my attention. Roger that. Got a new contact on my screen. I've got a sensor lock.
Now, sensor lock
Reading you loud and clear.
is important, and you'll see why in a second.
Acknowledged. I'm moving.
She's going to shoot the galleon from over here. Oh, that's not the one. That's the one. This has got a sensor lock on it. Basically means it's easier to hit. And it's carrying LRM-10, so we want to get it out of action as quickly as possible.
Affirmative.
These are heavy vehicles. It's going to take more than 5 missiles to take it out. Oh, good. Just wondering, because, you know. So putting myself in a brace position, which means that I take less damage when I take damage, if that makes sense.
Orders?
I'm going to take out...
You brought this on yourself.
Try to take it out. There we go. One dead tank.
Brave, I'll give you that much.
So yes, when you think about it, these vehicles are like 25 tons. The mechs that these guys are in, I think a Centurion is about 50 tons.
Yes, I hear you.
The Kintaro is much heavier, I think. No, it's probably mid-range mech too. It's probably about 50 tons. And the Blackjack's 45 tons. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, damn. I'm not going to be able to see them to fire on them. I've got nothing to attack because I can't see them. I've taken some damage in my right arm. Left arm, sorry. Left arm! These tanks are heavy, but they don't mount as much weaponry as a mech of the same tonnage would.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Oh, just what I don't like to hear.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Lovely.
You've got my attention. Roger.
We've got Striker, the Scorpion. Really want to take out that. He can do the double trick, so we'll get that. And that one, I think. It's the Scorpion, good. B. Oh, that was nice. Now the Scorpion. Unfortunately,
You have my attention.
the trick is maneuvering, obviously.
Location confirmed.
But when you're in a tight space like this, there's not much room to maneuver. So, the Scorpion's damaged. So I'll take that out. Or try to.
Engaging hostile.
Really want to take that one out. I'm gonna fire them all anyway.
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Talk to me. Affirmative.
If I remember rightly, an autocannon is like a mech-sized shotgun. Don't really want to fire the LRMs because we're a bit too close for them.
Damn you for making me do this.
And besides, it was damaged enough it didn't need it.
Vehicle down. The poor bastards.
So now we just need to continue on to where
Aye,
we're
aye.
going.
Affirmative.
Static, Kamea, do you read me? It's Espinosa, your uncle, do you hear me? House Espinosa is usurping the throne. It can't be, my uncle, Victoria! Kamea, I just watched an Espinosa battle mech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. Your loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh gods! Alexander?
Oh no. No. We're too late.
Oh no, what will we do now? It's over, Kamea. Your ascendancy, the Arano legacy, all of it. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I loved you like a sister, but then my father helped me see it. Your family's complacency. What it's done to the Reach. Our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Arano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Damn it, Victoria, I taught you better than this. You taught me lies. Kamea, for the love that I once bore you, I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare the old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this, Victoria. You and your father both. Do you hear me? You are traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Then you truly are a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you've cost your royal escort their lives. Yeah, right.
We've got company.
And they send some mechs after us.
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
You know what gets me is that her dad, Victoria Espinosa's dad, has quite a received pronunciation English accent. Whether that's sort of vaguely somewhere between American and British. Well, whatever the accent is, because not British, because there's lots of accents in Britain. But anyway, he has a sort of the typical bad guy British accent, and his daughter has a Spanish accent. Who thought that was a good idea? Where did she get that accent from? I have no idea. Everybody else seems to speak with a sort of almost a British or American accent, and she's speaking with a Spanish accent. It's like, where did that come from? You're the daughter of someone who doesn't have that accent.
You've got my attention.
Alright, what have we got up here? We've got a locust, a cicada, and a spider. They're all fairly light mechs. The locust being the smallest. The cicada being the heaviest, I think. Spider's 35 tons. It's a medium mech, so the cicada's probably heaviest. Yeah, because these two are light, they go on initiative 4, which means they go first. I want to move because I need to have because evasion's useful.
Copy that.
Makes it harder to hit. This is a turn-based game, but if you're sort of thinking about it, a moving target's harder to hit. So while it looks like they're firing while he's stationary, they are in fact firing while he's running. So take out the smaller ones first.
Triggering an alpha strike.
And that should do it.
Battle mech down.
Most of the time pilots are incapacitated. Sometimes they get lethal damage, but oh no, are you really? Whoa! Death from above. Death from above. That's the Panther.
My armor's in bad shape.
I'm not surprised. You just had a bat. It doesn't look like it, but he landed on top of him.
Standing by.
On the other hand, might give us an
I'll make it
opportunity. So if we use her ability to fire at multiple targets. See this. See the thing. The spider did a death from above. The disadvantage of death from above is you damage your legs. So we're going to fire that at B and everything else at A. She's going to build up some heat, but it should open the way for the other mechs to finish them off.
Splitting fire. Targets confirmed.
That was a really, really good gamble I took just then. Because it had damaged itself so much when it jumped on top of Mastiff's mech. We're able to take it out. That's 2 mechs in 1 turn. That's not bad. Or 2 mechs in 2 turns? I don't know. Anyway.
Just barely dinged my armor.
Yes, just barely dinged. Well, not surprising. It's only a cicada. Let's close in. See these little these are sort of triangle-y things here. That represents how much evasion you have. You get more evasion the further you move. Makes it more difficult to hit you. But, oh, the AC-2, may as well not use it.
Engaging target. Incoming transmission.
Attention, citizens of Coromadir 6.
This is
This is Lord
Victoria's
Santiago
father.
Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses,
Now he's
I have
showing a
assumed control
different
of the
accent.
Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed. All hostile units, stand down, and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired upon.
Now he does have a vaguely Spanish accent. I don't know. They got a different guy to do the cutscene.
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
The bastard breached my armor.
Cry me a river. I mean, look at my mech. It's smoking. Must have hit something really important. Static Kamea, do you read me? Alexander, thank the gods. I thought I'd lost you when the bombs fell. And despite what it seems like, these two are not actually a romantic couple. You very nearly did, Kamea. The city is lost. We have to get off this planet and we need to do it now. I can't abandon Coromadir. This is my home, my birthright. The battle's over, Kamea. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run, escape from this madness, and live to restore the Coalition another day. You're both right. My uncle has one. The Reach is his. We'll mourn for it later, for the both of us. For now, you need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'm on my way there right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
And they are so totally not a romantic couple. I mean, really. They're not. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. They just aren't. Sounds like they should be, but no, they're not. Oh,
Talk to me.
there we go. Still got some more stuff to kill. Some vehicles in this case, and another mech, and some turrets. Eventually. Oh, let's make sure this is... Make it a sure thing.
Never stood a chance.
Look at me, smoking. Look at it, smoking. I better survive.
Engaging target. Enemy unit destroyed.
I really don't know how I did that. It looked like I missed with everything.
Reading you loud and clear.
Right, let's sprint her to catch up. Because the bigger the mech, the slower it is usually. Some big mechs are faster, but let's sprint. This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do whatever you must, betrayer. A headstrong fool to the end. Damn you for this. Captain Houst, destroy them. Mastiff, my cousin, all of them. Leave no survivors.
As you command, my lady.
And then the weirdest people get voice lines. It's like you'd expect that Alexander Madeira would have some voice lines, but he doesn't. He doesn't actually speak a single line. It's weird. It's weird the decisions they made for this game.
Yes, I hear you. Copy that.
Let's take care of this Wolverine. Those turrets are going to be annoying though. Alright, so I see what I'm going to do here. Problem with her firing all her weapons usually that she builds up a lot of heat doing it.
Confirmed.
It won't be enough to take it out. Unfortunately, I can't do 2 targets at once. I can only do 1. So, let's see. No, that's better. Take out the
All
turret.
weapons committed.
Or try to take out the turret. Oh, take out the turret. Out it
Target
goes.
destroyed.
I've taken worse.
Ooh,
They're shredding my components.
ooh, that's not nice. He's just lost one of his major weapons.
Got my attention.
The LRM-10. Now, what he's going to do is get at the Wolverine from behind with his weapons.
Copy that.
This is what we'd normally call an execution strike because they have less armor on the back. But in this case, it doesn't seem to have worked.
They're stripping armor off of my mech.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take out the other turret. Oh. No, I'm not. Also fire into his side. Or his back. He's lost a leg, so, well, he's lost the leg. He hasn't really lost the leg. What's happened is he's lost the actuators in his leg, which is going to make it more difficult, slows the mech down and knocks them down.
Tell me what you need.
Now, let's do this splitting hairs again. Wolverine. Oh no, I'll just do the Wolverine. And just gonna overheat. Well, that'll have to do.
I'm on it.
Oh, she destroyed a jump jet.
Reporting a critical strike.
Unfortunately, her heat is now critical. Which means she won't probably get to fire next round. Fortunately, he doesn't get a chance to get up.
Orders?
I can't resist.
To hell with the weapons.
I'll just stomp on his center torso.
That's one less hostile on the field.
Now we just have to take care of the turret. Which I will use all my weapons. Oh, no. Only one of my ACTs.
Engaging target. Target destroyed.
Whew.
Yes, I hear you.
Holding to vent heat.
Reading you loud and clear. I'm on the move.
Confirmed.
Thank the gods you made it, Kamea. Captain Halverson's prepping the engines now. In another 5 minutes we'll be ready to depart. 5 minutes is a long time. Troubleshooter, you see Lady Arano to the docking ramp. When she's aboard, come back to me. We'll hold this pass against whatever comes.
Thank you, Sir Raju. Thank you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that. I'm on it.
All units, advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Okay, that's actually very unusual order because dropships are rare and you don't usually want to take them out. You usually want to capture them. Alright, Troubleshooter, I trained you for this. We'll fight side by side, watch each other's backs. Above all else, we will keep Lady Arano safe. Protect the dropship. It's all that matters. Computer, warning! Engine heat critical. Warning! Error. Shutdown initiated. Error. Reactor offline. Weapons offline. System inoperable. And that's what you get when you trust the Espinosa's shipyards to fix your mech. They fix it alright. Trouble with your blackjack, Troubleshooter? Shame. That's been happening to a lot of Royal Guard battle mechs today. Oh, now we see. This has been in preparation for a while. You have numbers on us and you've resorted to sabotage, and you're gloating about it? You've got no honour, you vicious little brat. Not you, nor your backstabbing father. That's quite a bit different from the Raju who said before that he wouldn't have anyone else at his side but Victoria, aside from me and Dorano and Victoria, you know. Shut your mouth, old man. My father is a great man, and I swear to all the gods you will suffer if you insult him again. Your father is a coward, and so are you. Troubleshooter, I want you to eject, now. Punch out. You're no good to anyone in a broken mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, mech warrior, now. That's an order. Here we go. Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher is waiting. Come and show me what you've learned.
Mission successful.
That's a successful mission. I guess. I forgot to take some of my meds when I should have taken now. We're going into another cutscene. Whoever drew Raju made a really good job of making him look like a mastiff. That was such a successful mission. Easy there, Karima. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Oliveira, and I'm the EXO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Arano. We did some work for High Lord Tamati way back when. I'd introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the market district when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, I am too. He was a good man. A lot of good people died today. We picked up your distress beacon on the emergency band as we were on our way off planet. After seeing what had happened to Markham, we didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. We did a sweep of the combat site, grabbed your ejection pod and ran. What about Mastiff, Sir Raju Montgomery? Did you find him? We found his mech. It was completely caught out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Raju earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. Were you able to recover my blackjack? Which of course will magically transform into an enforcer soon. Yeah, our mech tech hauled what's left of it into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Yeah, as if they had to tell me that. Punching out was the right move. So what happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here. What with a coup and all, House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Rugian Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Well, shit. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Arugian territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier, on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. Now, jump ships are also something that they don't tend to destroy. Jump ships are if drop ships are rare, jump ships are rarer. They're basically what's left of the technology that spread humans throughout all space. Basically, jump ships. They jump through subspace or hyperspace or something like that, carrying everything on board. So drop ships will connect to jump ships, and the jumps are quick, but the travel through systems is slow. So you take you days from going from a planet to the jump ship, and then waiting days for the jump ship to jump, and then jump ship is instantaneous. Anyway, enough of that. As for you, you've got options. According to your blood chit, you've got family out in the Federated Suns. If you want, I could look into booking you a transport on a freighter bound for Davian space. I can't make any promises, but I'm willing to try. So I've got three responses here. Usually only one of them will have the blue. This is from my background and my ancestry. Like if you're Lyran Commonwealth, it will basically give you the same thing except substitute the Commonwealth isn't my home. And if there are other backgrounds that also apply, I'll probably have an option here too. So I get a choice. If the Federation isn't my home, never has been. My family moved to the Reach before I was born. I know how to live on the frontier. That's where you're going. I guess I'm with you. And that's ancient history, and besides, I'm broke. What's option B? So I'm going to go with the background one as opposed to the ancestry. I know how to live on the frontier. If that's where you're going, I guess I'm with you. You're welcome to stay aboard as long as you like. When we get near the Canopian border, we'll drop you off on a planet of your choosing. Of course, we'll need you to pitch in for your share of the fuel, plus food, lodging and repairs on your mech. Fair's fair, after all. Yes, it is. It's very fair. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you too long to work off your debt. And you ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. So, of course, you decide to stay with them. So, 3 years later. This is the final part of the introduction, which is the first non-tutorial mission. Actually, it's still a bit of a tutorial mission, because it teaches you a few things. Like the fact that turrets are controlled by turret generators, and if you take the turret generators out, you take the turrets out with it. But I think I won't run that mission. I've only got 10 minutes. Well, it's 10 to 11. So what do you think? And now I have to wait for you to catch up. What do you mean by sporadic? Yeah, it's a turn-based game, so that's kind of what the thing with it. It's interrupts itself as you go along, and the storyline is fairly simplistic and it's on rails. So, as far as it goes, it's not really that great a game. The thing that I love about it is that it's set in the BattleTech universe, and it shows potential. It shows potential. I just hope they do more with it than just this game, because this game is... I think this game is more of proof of concept than anything else. Yeah, basically. I'm also... It also really takes me back to when I was playing it on tabletop, because it has similar rule set and similar... it feels similar, basically. They really did a good job of basing it on the tabletop game, I think. And of course they had one of the designers of the original game working with them, so... Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Or at least I'm going to end the stream. I'll probably continue on and finish this mission. I might record it. And I'm seeing you guys tomorrow, aren't I? Yeah, it's called MechWarrior Online. You remember the old MechWarrior games, don't you? You've got the soundtracks for them. Because that's more a first-person shooter type. That's alright. You don't have to like it. I know I said bye, but I keep talking. Yep, okay. I need to drop off some Medicare checks to the doctor in the morning. Is that okay? Can we sort of pop over there? Good, then I'll see you then. Nighty night. Pleasant dreams. and cop hugs.